Lesson 59 is in proportions with fractions. Remember that proportions is a comparison of two fractions, like we have here, a fraction that equals another fraction. And when we have that, we can cross multiply and have the same result. So for example, if I multiply A times C, that is the same as if I multiply B times C. And that's what we're going to be using to solve these proportions. So let's look at the first example. It says that we have this fraction that equals this other fraction. So we're going to use cross multiplication to solve. So we're going to multiply these two and these two. And just like you've learned before, that what happens at the end is that these two multiply and divided by this one. So let's just write it in one step. 2/3 times 1/5 divided by 5/8. The one that is across from x is the one that is going to be dividing. Now, before we do that, we're going to change that division sign for a multiplication sign and then multiply by the reciprocal, which is what we do when we divide. And then remember, we try to look for something to cancel or reduce. In this case, we can't do anything, so we'll just multiply 8 times 2, which is 16, and 25 times 3, which is 75. And that's our answer. So remember, if we have proportions, cross multiply. Let's look at this other example. We're going to do the same. The two that are across from each other, we're going to have here multiplying. So 3/4 times 1/3. And then the one that is across from the x is the one that is going to be dividing. So divided by 2/5. And again, before we continue, we're going to rewrite everything. And the division sign, we're going to change it to a multiplication and then write the reciprocal of this fraction. And now we're going to look for things to cancel. I can cancel the 3. There's nothing else we can simplify, so we multiply the top, which is going to be 5, and the bottom, which is going to be 8, and that's our answer. And that's it. Very simple lesson. You can do some practice. Remember, cross multiply. Multiply the two that are across and divide by the one that is across from the x. Okay, do some practice, and I'll see you in the next video.